Welcome to tonight's coverage of another Tuesday doubleheader. This first game, the Wizards, number 8 in 5A, take on the 6A Fort Collins Lambkins. Wizards having a great season so far, 8-4, 3-0, undefeated in league play. Good win the other night over at Pooter. They're on a good win streak. What do they need to do to keep it going today, Will?
Yet again, they just need to kind of play consistent. They just have to play great. I mean, they have to keep going on their defense, play good on offense, definitely shoot good on offense tonight. They got to play a good defensive game. They don't want to play too aggressive because they're kind of struggling on the foul side. And then you want to have a good shooting game tonight. I mean, you don't want to miss your crucial points. I mean, that's what you have to stay consistent to win this game tonight.
And one thing that I wanted to cover before the game starts is really the emergence of Gracie Worsley, shooting a blazing 43% from three this season. She's really emerged as the Wizards' top scorer, and it is a very welcome sight to see. Her and Riley has doing a lot of the heavy loading on the offensive side of the ball this season.
Yeah, and that's kind of where we see our offense start to struggle, is you have those two players carrying all the weight, but yet again, when they start to falter and they start to get tired, the offense starts to kind of start to like lose that aggressiveness factor. They start to lose that good shooting form factor, that good shooting percentage, the point scoring factor. So you definitely got to find a way to take some of the burden off those two ladies tonight.
And on the flip side of that, you know, with the success that they've been having, we know that Nola Greenwald can shoot very well. We know that Brooklyn Jiracek can shoot very well. And we know that Rebecca Mays can shoot very well. So it kind of excites you when you think about the fact that the Wizards are having this success without everybody playing at their best. When they are all playing at their best, it's really incredible to watch.
Yeah, and that's what you kind of start to hope, is that your best players can actually play at their best, not relying on everyone. I mean, sometimes you got to rely on your players to shoot at their best, but you hope that everybody can shoot at their best and play at their best.
Wizards with a little bit of rest here coming into this one, as I said. Good win against Pooter, hard-fought battle, but they pulled away in the end. So Nichols will look to have them focused, ready to go this game. I think they'll be ready, excited to play some basketball, excited to see what they got tonight. Another important game here because it is league play. You want to keep that, especially in a good league with Meade coming down the road. We know that they're very good. Likely going to be undefeated as well when these two teams match up with each other. But tonight it's about Fort Collins, the Lambkins. I think they'll get it done. We will be back with you in a few minutes for the coverage of the game tonight.
Hey, is there any cameras that need to be up?
Wizards remain on top of the conference. The dedicated features, the Fort Collins Lambkins, and Geo, Windsor Wizards. Fans down on the country, please rise. With your hands. For the international anthem by the Fountains of Windsor High School.
Make sure you're glazing paint everything you use. That's what you requested.
Number 24, number 25,
Oddly similar to music I used in my hype video. Is this the hype video that you made? Oh, she did a flip. Oh, she did a flip. I bet you they can see it. He hasn't responded. That looks great.
All right, here we go as the game is about to start. See what kind of defense the Wizards start with tonight. Would be expecting to press early on in this one, but we shall see. Going to be a tough battle tonight for Fort Collins. They've lost one of their great players. Won't be playing in this one. And then we have a little bit of a scoreboard malfunction right now, so we'll just be letting you know the score of the game as we go on throughout. It'll be Rayleigh Hess and number 24, Annika Van Dayton, on the tip. And the game is underway. We get a quick one here. We're going to try that one more time. And this time it's hit out right over to Greenwald. Gets it to Jiracek. The Wizards are off to a hot start inside. Jiracek making the wide open layup. That's exactly what you like to see here from the Wizards.
You want to start that early. You want to start not only your defensive but your offensive pursuit early to get that lead early in the game.
Bode over in the corner to Alcaraz, back up top. Here's Childs over to Van Dayton. Back inside to Childs. That one is deflected by Jiracek. Good defensive play there early on by the Wizards.
And you want to bring the defensive pressure early because we know the Wizards never let up on defense. Very seldom do they allow a lot of points to their opponents.
Childs with the inbound, nearly intercepted there by Greenwald, and it's up and in. Good shot there by Van Dayton to slide right inside there. And we got a tie game, 2-2. Greenwald rolls left. Inside to Worsley, back to Greenwald, up and in. The give and go there from Worsley to Greenwald. Wizards trying a bit of a trap here just to get anything going. They get it back down, corner three from Alcaraz, and she knocks down the triple. Here comes Gates, sprinting, gonna spin, picks up her dribble, gets it out to Greenwald. Greenwald driving inside, kicks it back out to Jiracek, jab step, going up it, and can't get it to go. That one's gonna be off the Lambkins there. Good idea there by Worsley putting up the shot, but she can't connect.
Right now we can see the Wizards playing very aggressive very early. Although they may be down, their defense is still playing good, although their defense is leaving some of those gaps, and their offense is playing good right now.
Worsley back out top, gives it to Greenwald. Back to Gates. Was just trying to get anything going here. Jiracek gets it inside to Hess. Hess takes a dribble, it's knocked away. Back out for the three, Greenwald knocks down the triple. And a welcome side as Nola Greenwald knocks down her first triple of the game.
Those were a series of great passes by Windsor.
Wizards nearly get the ball away there, going up. And there will be a foul there on Greenwald as it was Childs driving inside, and she'll go to the line for two. Greenwald has not been shooting as well as she usually does from three this season, so a welcome sight there for the Wizards. Here she's shooting 33%, so you know we're talking about a good shooter when 33% is less than what she usually does as they knock down the first free throw.
Yeah, when you're a good free throw shooter, 33% is never really what you want to see. You always want to see better, but sometimes those things happen, especially with her missing a couple games due to injury.
Second one is missed there as Hess gets the ball, brings it up over to Worsley. Worsley crosses back over to Hess, nearly loses the ball there. Hess cross court pass to Jiracek, passes it inside, nothing going there. Good defense by Baudet.
See, Fort Collins isn't really letting up either. They're playing great defense and great offense too, so this may be a close game
And this is why you have to bring your A game to every game, just like we talked about. Fort Collins playing tonight here without their best player, but they're only down one, and they've played the Wizards very tight.
Yes, as we keep talking about, you have to bring your best game. You can never let up, no matter what your opponent's record may be or any of that.
Van Dayton working there on Hess and gets the tough shot. Gates over to Hess. Back to Worsley. Worsley working around, spins inside, hits the front of the rim. Great move there, but she wasn't able to get the bucket to go. That's one that she's going to want back.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes this is what you got to capitalize on. You got to capitalize on those early buckets. That's really what we want right now, is you want those early buckets. You want those early points, because those early points ultimately can come down to what decides the game.
Here they go again, trying to get some going here. Banhauer to Alcaraz. Thought about the three, back to Banhauer. Van Dayton into the corner for Childs. Back to Alcaraz. Just a lot of passing right now for the Lambkins. And Jiracek nearly gets the steal there. And working on Rayleigh Hess inside. And she is fouled. Refs felt like there was a little bit too much contact there, and the Lambkins find themselves at the free throw line once again.
And this is not what Windsor wants to see defensively early. Although they are playing good defense, they really don't want to see the penalties and the fouls early.
Free throws up and in. Lambkins 9, Wizards 7, as Peyton DeSelms comes in for Brooklyn Jiracek. And the second one is missed. Here comes Hess. Hess gets it over to Worsley. Great pass inside to Hess, and Hess makes the shot. 3 early assists here from Gracie Worsley. You know, teams probably watching some tape this season how well she is shooting. She's been able to get some good passes off because they are coming up so high to her at the three-point line.
Yeah, not only shots, just passes. Those great passes into players like Rayleigh Hess and Gabby Gates. You want those types of passes. You want to be able to shoot and get good shooting early.
Greenwald now coming back into the game for DeSelms as the Lambkins find themselves at the free throw line once again. And they knock down the first.
And the fouls are a key part of Windsor's game. They have to take their aggressiveness down a notch because, as we can see, the refs are calling those too many contacts. Whether they are iffy or not, you still have to lay down on your aggressiveness.
And as they knock down the second, the Lambkins find themselves up to 11-9. Not what we expected here, to be quite frank.
Yeah, we expected the Windsor to be playing a lot better, a lot less aggressive on defense because...
Missed shot there by Hess on the three. Back over to Worsley. Worsley the three. Can't knock it down either. Good rebound by Hilliard, and she can't knock down the layup. Wizards with some good rebounding there on the offensive glass, and Hilliard is going to go to the free throw line for the first time in this game. Hilliard finds herself at the free throw line quite a lot this season. She is shooting 61% as she can't connect on the first. And as you've been hearing it all season from us, that is an important part of the game that the Wizards need to capitalize on. Important ones early on too.
See, there's your good coaching point, is your free throw shooting.
And Hilliard is able to connect on the second. 1 point lead here for the Lambkins with just over 4 minutes left to go.
And right now is the point where you want to see your defense play a little less aggressive, but play foul-less aggressive right now.
Here comes Hess, strolling across the Crimson W. Greenwald back inside to Hess. Second time they've ran that play. This time they're on it. Good pass inside. DeSelms wasn't able to handle it, and she is fouled. Second time Wizards have ran that action. That time they were all over it.
Yeah, I mean, you're running the same plays. That doesn't always mean they'll work. And I like the Wizards trying to go back to the things that work, but you know the defense will eventually recognize those.
Good pass there from Greenwald over to DeSelms for the easy bucket. Some early playing time here, some important minutes for Peyton DeSelms, something we haven't seen this season. As a great cross-court pass there is number 20, Molly Keogh, was all by herself, and the Wizards find themselves down one.
See, and Windsor is leaving the wide-open cross-court shots, which they just think Fort Collins can't make, but they're continuing to prove that they can make those half-court shots.
Greenwald crossing inside, gets it to DeSelms, over to Hilliard, good pass. She loses her dribble, but it was a foul. And the Wizards just having to calm themselves down a little bit here. Looks like we got a tight game. You can tell on the sideline Nichols is not pleased at all with how they're playing right now.
And she isn't pleased because she knows her team could be playing many, many, many times better, as they're not converting on their free throws, and they're not playing super well on defense right now.
Inbound goes back to Hess. Greenwald wide open for the three. Can't knock that one down. But a great offensive rebound there by Mays. Mays to DeSelms, and she gets her second of the game. Back-to-back points for Peyton DeSelms, making an immediate impact. Here comes Jiracek. Back over into the corner. And there's the type of defense that we're used to see from the Wizards. That Mays gets a deflection there.
Yeah, that's the type of defense we're used to them seeing. They don't normally average a ton of steals, but they average a ton of deflections. They deflect the ball a lot, which usually holds opposing offenses to very low scoring.
Coming around a couple of screens, and there's another foul there on the Wizards. Wizards going to find themselves in some early foul trouble here as they are already in the double bonus. Not what you're looking for if you're Coach Nichols.
Yeah, and as a defense, you never want to play too aggressive, or it's just going to be hurting your team. This game is so close because the Wizards have given up so many fouls, and Fort Collins has made most of their fouls that they have taken, or free throws that they have taken.
Gabby Gates checking back into the game. A reminder, your score is Wizards 14, Lambkins 13, with 2:37 left to go here in the first quarter. Make that 14-14. as Gates brings the ball up the court once again. Dribbling right, gets it over to Hess. Hess with the mid-range, can't knock that one down. Mays nearly got the rebound but wasn't able to quite grab it. So here come the Lambkins once again. That's number 12 working on her. Driving inside once again. Hess with the good pressure there. And DeSelms tries to pass it. Looked like she just had a hard time getting that pass off in transition.
And right now the Wizards are usually very fast on their transitions. They're usually very fast from defense to offense. But we're seeing them kind of start to struggle right now with their transitions from defense to offense, and it's really hurting their team.
Here's Baudet and the Lambkins with another chance to take the lead. Annika Van Dayton has made a couple tough shots early on in this one. And that's going to be a foul on Brooklyn Jiricek. Not the kind of foul you want when you're getting those fouls beyond the three-point line, not even on a shot attempt, not exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, you definitely can't have those. The Wizards are very much in foul trouble right now. That is their 6th foul of the night. It is not helping them at all. It's what's keeping this game so close.
Van Dayton knocks down the first as the Lambkins retake the lead, 15-14. And she connects on the second as well. As Hilliard comes into the game, looks like for Payton DeSelm. So on the court for the Wizards, it's Gates, Mays, Hilliard, Jiricek, and Worsley. Watch for some action here as Worsley's out there in the corner and they move to his own defense. Here she comes right there. 3. Can't connect on that one. Here comes Van Dayton. She's going to slow down. Goes right, then left. And it's stolen there by Gates. Gates with speed. Pass deflected, but good awareness by Jiricek to get it back to Hilliard. Hilliard to Worsley. Spinning inside, and it loops around without going in the basket. And a foul there on Mays. Missed layup and another foul there by the Wizards. Not what you're looking for.
Yeah, you never want to see your team keep fouling. The Wizards just keep fouling, both offensively and defensively, and we are seeing them start to struggle right now. We're seeing that aggressiveness play way too high.
And that's the junior Morgan Bandauer making her first. As the Lambkins extend their lead to 3, looking for 4. And the second is missed. Common theme here tonight for the Lambkins. So Hess is going to give it to Gates. Gates searching right. The give and go. Tries to kick it out, and it is stolen. Gates with the good recovery speed, and they're going to call a travel there. Great defense there by Gates to be able to get back and force that foul. Huge play there, transition for the Wizards.
Yeah, and you want those defensive plays on transitions, on the steals that you could have prevented. And that's something Windsor's really struggling with right now. They're really struggling to counter the intensity of Fort Collins.
Hear the band in the back encouraging the Wizards. Mays to Jiricek in the corner. She's coming up the floor. Gates double teamed. Jiricek to Hilliard. Hilliard driving inside, goes up with it, and she knocks it down. What a play there by Sabella Hilliard with the nice touch. The assist from Jiricek there, but Hilliard is able to connect. She's going to go to the free throw line and have a chance to make this a tie ball game. Score right now is Wizards 16, Lambkins 17 with 48 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Very, very competitive game we got going on tonight. Hilliard is not able to connect, but what a rebound there by Hess. And Jiricek is able to connect there. Mays to Jiricek for the bucket. And it looks like the Wizards are going to move into a full court press here. They try to force a turnover. Baudet on the inbound. Tries to get it to Alcaraz. She's able to get it, but Gates is right there with her. Back to Baudet, working on Hilliard. Inside. Pass deflected, but was still able to be caught by Lambkin there. There's Mays on the outside. Jiricek swats at it. Knocks it free for a minute and knocks it free once again. Good steal there by Jiricek. She spins left, coming down the left side. Good pass, and she gets it to Hilliard, but there it looks like there's a foul on the floor before the shot goes up. Good vision there by Jiricek once again. And she's going to go to the line for 2 important free throws here.
The Windsors really need these free throws to extend this to a 3-point game, as Windsor really does need this right now. They're having trouble right now.
Jiricek knocks down her first. As Greenwald comes back into the game for the Wizards. Jiricek, one of our better free throw shooters, as she's shooting 78%. And she knocks down the second as well. 2 big free throws there for Jiricek to get the Wizards lead to 3. Inbound here by Van Dayton. Wizards still going to be in their full court press here. Van Dayton searching, gets it inside there. And there's Jiricek playing the solid D. Wizards with the trap there, but she's able to get to Van Dayton. Van Dayton nearly loses the ball out of bounds, throws up a shot, not able to connect. So that is the end of the first quarter. Wizards 20, Lambkins 17. Interesting game, not necessarily what you expect so far from this matchup, but what have the Lambkins been able to do to keep themselves in this game?
They've played aggressive defense. They've played great offense. They've had some great deep shots on offense. They've had some great offensive passes. They have these big half-court passes that Windsor is not able to really defend, and they're having trouble with. And then they're playing very aggressive defense, and they're holding the Wizards to some uncomfortable shots, which they really don't like sometimes. And it's what's really keeping them in this game right now.
Definitely agree with you there. Wizards have found some traction offensively, but defensive really on here, they're struggling a little bit. Van Dayton has been able to get some great looks inside, some wide open people in the paint, so not what we're really used to. But Nichols coaching there on the sideline, nothing that the Wizards should be worried about. Sometimes it just takes you the second to wake up and get into the game.
Yeah, the Wizards really need to settle in on defense and offense, and it's something we're seeing them kind of start to struggle to do right now. They're struggling to get that part where they're settled in. They're struggling to get settled in. They're not playing as great on defense as they're leaving these wide court passes open, and it's what's getting the Lambkins down into the paint early. And Windsor is also fouling a lot, which is not helping them either.
Here we go as we start. Childs inside there, give and go, not successful. Open 3 there for Alcaraz, can't get it to go, but there's no one there to rebound for the Wizards. Luckily, it's missed by Bandauer, and it is Wizards basketball. Wizards catch a bit of a break here very early in the second quarter. Here comes Gates. Gates to Worsley, over to Greenwald, thought about the 3, driving quickly inside and not able to get that layup to go. Had the shot they were looking for on that one, just not quite able to connect.
And those are the shots you need to connect on, because the Wizards only hold a 3-point lead, and that lead could be tied or changed in an instant.
Good steal there by Jiricek on Baudet as she gets back to Gates. Gates always at the top of that key for the Wizards' possession. Back to Worsley. Inside to Hess. That's a matchup that they like. They double her, but she's going to fade away. Can't get that shot to go. But she battles for the rebound, and the Wizards have possession, so good hustle play there by Hess to be able to get the ball back.
And we're still seeing that aggressive defense from Fort Collins. They're keeping the Wizards out of the paint and forcing some uncomfortable shots.
Greenwald, good wraparound pass there to Jiricek, and it's tied up once again. And this time it's going to be Lambkins basketball. Good play by the Lambkins to get the ball right back off the inbound. Fort Collins just playing with some great physicality on the defensive side and just getting inside on the offense. They're not scared of this Wizards team. Bandauer trying to get it around, and it's stolen by Hess. Hess inside to Gates. Gates can go up with the floater. Good touch there by Gates. Her first bucket of the game. Assist by Hess.
And you want to see those good plays by Windsor. You want to see those tough assists.
And a great chase down block there by Hess on number 25, Lydia Childs. She was not letting that one through at all. And just like that, the Wizards' lead is back up to 5. Good deflection there by Worsley. It's a race between Worsley and Bandauer, and they get there first, but that is going to be a traveling violation there. Wizards have had some great set plays in this game, something that's really been working for them this season, especially here in this game. So we'll see what they have cooked up here on this one. Greenwald is going to go off the foot, actually. She was looking for Hess there on the low block. Greenwald here with her second attempt. And this time she gets it to Worsley. Worsley cutting back inside, and she can't get that one to go. Another one where the Wizards get the shot that they're looking for, but just can't connect as Greenwald nearly gets a steal there.
And right now, you want to see the Wizards be able to convert on those shots, as you really do need to convert on those shots, or else it's not going to help your team. And this game is still only a 5-point game. It's really not helping by the Wizards' inability to shoot, and their, to be honest, poor kind of defensive performance right now. They are allowing these big half-court passes, which are not helping their team.
Scoring leader early on here for the Wizards is Brooklyn Jiricek with 5 points. Worsley not scoring as much as he usually does with only 2 points in this game. She's had some good looks, but she does have 3 assists. She's been distributing as the team is rushing her there at the 3-point line, but she's able to make the correct passes. And, you know, that's just another part of her game that we're going to see evolve.
Yeah, and the Wizards are doing good in their passing game right now. They're making smart passes. They're making effective passes. Their shooting is just what, at the end of the day, comes down to be that factor that does not allow them to make those points.
Timeout nearly done there. Wizards definitely picking up their defensive intensity here in the quarter, more to what we're accustomed to. As your score is 22-17. 6:20 left to go here. On the court for the Wizards is your starting 5. We got Greenwald, Gates, Worsley, Hess, and Jiricek. Wizards backing off here. And nearly stolen there by Greenwald into the corners. Alcaraz not going to take that 3. Childs dribbling inside, and that's a double dribble there by Lydia Childs. So the Wizards playing their good defense once again.
And that's what we like to see. We like to see Windsor force those penalties that can be avoided but aren't. We like to see Windsor forcing the penalties and getting the turns and possessions towards them.
Greenwald inside to Jiricek, and she's able to knock it down. Another one by Jiricek, and she's feeling herself tonight from that block. Alcaraz, the corner 3. Can't get that one down, but there's no one there to rebound for the Wizards. Going up is Childs. Good deflection there by Worsley. Here come the Wizards in transition. Jiricek over to the corner, and Greenwald knocks down the triple. Nola Greenwald with their second 3 of the game, and you cannot leave her that open.
Yeah, you can never leave her open. As we've seen, she can be quite an effective shooter in the open game.
Wizards lead back up to 10. As we always see, it all starts with their defense. And as soon as their defense ramps up, they're able to get in transition. That offense starts working as well. Here they go again, trying to get a deflection there. And another steal there by Jiricek. Jiricek going to go up with her right. Can't knock that one down. Good rebound by Hilliard, and Hilliard gets it to go. Wizards lead now up to 12. Wizards trying to force another steal here. Can't quite get that one. They almost got it. Van Dayton open for three, and she knocks it down. Van Dayton doing all the scoring here tonight for the Lambkins, and she's doing it well.
And the Wizards continue to leave her open, which is giving her that lethal shooting ability that is really hurting our team right now.
Pump fake there by Hilliard as she goes up. Can't get that one down. Jiricek with the mid-range. Can't knock that one down either. Two good attempts there from the Wizards. Nothing to show for it. Van Dayton over to Alcaraz. Alcaraz going to jab. Back at the top. Van Dayton. She was surveying there. She's going to spin right. Goes inside. Gets it to go. Van Dayton is all over the court right now for the Lambkins. And the Wizards' lead is back down to 7. Hilliard gets it to Hess. Hess is going to back up, collect the offense here. Hess to Worsley out on the wing. Back inside to Hess. What a pass there. And she misses the layup, gets her rebound, and she gets it to go. Rayleigh Hess going to have the ability to make the three-point play here. Misses the first layup, but she knocks down the second through contact.
And right now, we like to see any points that come our way from Windsor, as they are kind of struggling on the offensive side right now. They're struggling with their ability to convert on their points down when they get to the paint. They get the shots down to the paint, they just can't convert on that. And that is something they have to work on, or that is something a good coaching point could be.
Hess shooting 62% from the free throw line as she's able to knock it down. She slows the bleeding a little bit there for the Wizards as they get their lead back up to 10. On the floor for the Wizards is Hilliard, Hess, Jiricek, Greenwald, and DeSelms. Wizards trying to force turnover here. Van Dayton wide open again. This time she can't get it to go, but they get an offensive rebound. Deep two, nothing but air. Here comes Greenwald with speed. Greenwald streaking down the middle of the court, dribbling right through him, and she can't get the layup to go. Great play there by Greenwald. Van Dayton there looked like she got a little banged up, got hit in the side of the face, and a good deflection there by DeSalms. She can't keep her feet quite inside.
And the Wizards have finally stopped the bleeding a little bit. They're finally starting to get back to what they like to do. Their defense is becoming more and more aggressive, but foul-less aggressive, which is a term I refer to a lot, as it's what the Wizards like to play. They always try to play that foul-less defense where they don't commit any fouls, but they still can get away with steals and more likely deflections, as they are right now really good at deflecting the ball away from their opponents.
And here's some very important minutes here for the Wizards as Van Dayton is not on the court. It's kind of like, you know, when you're watching a game, best player out, important minutes for the players that are on. Here comes DeSelms over to Hess. Hess gets it to Gates wide open in the corner, and she knocks it down. Gabby Gates with the triple, and the Wizards are heating up from three.
And right now we can see the Wizards are really improving on their corner threes, as that was one of their most spotted weak points the last couple of games.
Hess with the steal there, gets it to Gates, and she gets it up to go. Back-to-back assists, back-to-back buckets for Gates. Wizards in full force right now. Just like that, the lead has ballooned to 15, and they have caught fire from three. Tonight we have 3-pointers, 2 from Greenwald, 1 from Gates, and that is such a welcome sight. If that shot's going to be wide open, you got to knock it down.
Yeah, that's something Windsor has honestly improved upon. I mean, I know it's not a lot, but they've slowly started to improve upon it. They are getting better faster. They have been converting on more shots. They've been converting on their corner threes, which is the place they struggle the most right now. And it's a welcome sight to see. Not only that, but it's a welcome sight to see their defense have no fouls this quarter, which was compared to their 7 last quarter.
Gates only shooting 17% from three this season, so nice to see her get things going there. And on the offensive end, as usual, Rayleigh has good distributor, something that's not as much talked about, but it should be. A great passer there, as a lot of times she's getting double teamed. She's getting a lot of attention there on the court. Here for the Wizards is going to be Worsley, Hilliard, Gates, DeSelms, and Mays. Here they go. Wizards go again, just trying to confuse that defense. Corner three from Alcaraz, line drive off the side of the rim. And that time, Mays is able to rip away the rebound, but they are going to call the whistle there first. Luckily, Wizards do have possession.
And right now, the Wizards are struggling defensively to get rebounds after the shot. They seem very discombobulated at the rim, which is resulting in a lot of offensive possessions and rebounds from the Lambkins.
Worsley gets it inside to Gates. Gates goes up with it, nearly gets it to go. Gates with some offensive aggressiveness here this game. That is something that the Wizards love to see. Very well situational score here, just taking things into her own hands, and I like it.
Yeah, we like to see her be able to convert on her shots and just hit her shots in general. We like to see her because she's a big factor in our team, and it's a welcome sight when she makes her shots and hits her shots.
Gates not able to knock down the first as Van Dayton back into the game, but while she was out, the Wizards made him pay. The lead is back up to 15, and Van Dayton has her work cut out for her. Gates not able to make either, but Hilliard gets the rebound. Hilliard spins up and not able to knock that one down. And just like that, the ball actually goes out of bounds off of the hands of Taya Henson, the junior. And there's going to be a timeout. So just like that, the Wizards' lead is up to 15 with 2:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Will, what have you seen the Wizards do on the offensive and defensive end to extend that lead and get back to Wizards basketball?
They've really kind of woken up, something we touched on at the beginning of the quarter, but it seems like they've just taken a complete flip of a switch in the huddle. They came out blazing at the beginning of the second quarter, going on a 6-point run, and then they've been shooting well. They've been shooting better, I should say. They've not fouled once, and they are playing very, very, very smart basketball. They're playing good in the paint on defense, although they are kind of struggling with the rebounds, which we can see is starting to affect their game. But they are playing overall very well.
Couldn't agree more with you there. As Wizards with the good inbound play, high-pointing the ball is Worsley, and she's fouled. Wizards debuting some new inbound plays that we haven't seen in these earlier games, which is something that you'll see deeper in the season. These are all things to put in their tool bag, so when they get into those tough games down at the Coliseum, which we expect they will, they'll be ready for it.
Yeah, you want plays that you can start implementing now so that you can work on and practice later into the season.
Worsley knocks down her first free throw, and she gets the second as well. Worsley with 4 points, 3 assists tonight. So good scoring and distributing as Hess back into the game for the Wizards. And it's amazing what the three-pointers will boost, how they will boost your scoring as the Wizards get a deflection there. Already with 39 points here. Good scoring half for them compared to their last couple of games. Van Dayton trying to find any space on Hess. She gets it down low, and a great rotation there from Hilliard. Hilliard with space, gets it to Gates. Gates dropped the ball, but she's able to get it back to Mays, and the Wizards finally calm it down. Worsley on the wing, gets it inside, and it's too strong there for Hilliard as she went stretching for it. Wizards with some daring passes tonight, and I just like the kind of confidence that they're carrying on the offensive side of the ball in tonight's game. I feel like it's something we haven't seen so far this season.
Yeah, they're really displaying that newfound confidence because they're displaying these new plays that they're starting to work on that will work and that they will hopefully implement later into the season so that they can keep working on them.
Foul there by Jiricek as Greenwald is going to come into the game for Mays. So the Wizards going to close out the second quarter here with their starting lineup. Up 17, 1:21 left to go in the half. Lambkins just going to try to get some going here again. And that has been the matchup is Van Dayton Van Dayton this time working on Hess. Tough matchup and a great defensive play there. Gates ripping around the rebound. And here comes Hess. Hess striding right. Gonna slow it down. Back to Gates. Over to Jiricek. And here comes Greenwald. Greenwald now at the point. Back to Worsley. Inside to Jiricek, and a good defensive play there by Van Dayton. Van Dayton gonna lob it over the top there. She's able to get it out. Back to Van Dayton. 44 seconds left to go. Deep three there from the Lambkins. Can't knock it down. Worsley collects the rebound.
And
Worsley keeping her eyes up. That time is blocked by Van Dayton. Goes straight to Gates. Gates, the three. Can't get it. And the Wizards are able to get the rebound. Gates back to Worsley. Worsley jabs once, jabs twice, and it's sold inside to Hess. Good play there by Worsley. She's being fronted a lot this game. She's making them pay with her passes.
Yeah, and those pump fakes are really, really selling the defense right now. Which is allowing those passes into Rayleigh Hess and Gabby Gaines for those easy points.
Van Dayton working on Hess once again. Nothing doing there. And the Wizards will have 4.4 seconds to get something going here. They should be able to get a solid shot off. Smart play there as they roll the ball up the court. Gates picks it up. Here we go. Gates coming inside. The floater, and it's blocked there. And that'll be the end of the first half. Wizards 41, the Lambkins 22. Lead balloons to 19. And the Wizards shooting the ball very well on the offensive side. Defensively struggled there in the first quarter. Definitely picked up in the second quarter. This is the Wizards team that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, it's actually been very refreshing to see that Windsor team that we are so used to. They have finally awoken. They had only one foul in the second quarter compared to their 7 in the first. So they definitely toned down, not necessarily toned down, but smartened up on defense. And they also improved their shooting on offense from the 3 and the 2 and even the free point line. So they are doing very well offensively right now. Although they are struggling just a little bit with the rebounds on the defensive side after the shots come in, as they're starting to seem discombobulated, which is something I would say, if I were in the huddle, is something I would work on for the rest of this game.
And for the first time this season, Gates is actually your leading scorer with 7 points. But we'll go down to the floor with a little performance here from the Windsor High School dance team. Welcome back to Reg Fiegel Gymnasium on the Windsor Wizards Broadcasting Network. Thank you for your support and tuning in. Wizards up 41-22 as we approach the start of the third quarter here. In case you missed it, Wizards were in a very tight game here in the first quarter, but in the second they got back to their kind of basketball, and now they are up 41-22, as I said. Good three-point shooting tonight, something we haven't seen from the Wizards all season, but they're definitely shooting the ball well tonight.
Yeah, and it's very welcome. We don't normally see them shoot a good three-point performance because they don't normally shoot a lot of threes, because they are more of a inside team. They're more of a play towards the basket team than an outside team. But it's always very welcome to see them make those threes that we could desperately need.
Here we go. It's going to be the usual starting five out there for the Wizards. Hess, Jiricek, Worsley with Gates and Greenwald.
And something tonight, we really haven't seen fatigue come into effect. Although Windsor does sub out a lot. They do a lot of sub play, so that also happens to help our team.
Lambkins looking to start the quarter off strong here. Baudet over to Childs, and an early foul there on Jiricek. That'll be something to watch here, as that is her third foul of the game. Got to be careful not to get that fourth. Good hops there by Hess. Hess gets it over to Greenwald. Tough, she had to spin around, but Worsley's able to get it right back up. Gracie Worsley only making her second basket of the game, but as we said, she's been playing a fantastic game. Third assist of the game with Greenwald, as there's a bit of a scrum going on the floor there for the Wizards. Pointing, driving inside is Van Dayton. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Worsley. Brushes off Baudet. Over to Hess. Back inside, and it's intercepted. Pass too low there. And it looks like Childs tumbles there. It's going to be a foul there on Gracie Worsley, so two quick ones on the Wizards. Hilliard going to come into the game now for Brooklyn Jiricek.
And right now we're seeing Windsor start to fall back into that perpetual cycle of defensive fouls because they're playing too aggressive.
Childs gets it over to Bandhauer. Bandhauer crosses. Good move there by Bandhauer, but the better closing speed. Don't know how she was able to get that pass through Greenwald. Van Dayton this time going to work on Hilliard. Nothing doing there. Just a lot of passing here. Great defense from the Wizards as Gates nearly gets a steal. Gates gonna trap. She has to throw it, and a good play there, but Hess was right there to deflect it. Gets the tough rebound, and they're not gonna call a foul there on that one, and it rolls out of bounds. Interesting no call there by the ref. A lot of contact down low, but they're gonna let him play. Pass up, deflected, and stolen there by Gates, but stolen right back. Open three, nope. Van Dyne's going to go inside, and a tough floater there from Van Dayton. Here comes Hess. Gets it up to Gates. Gates over to Greenwald on the wing. Nearly stolen there. Now Worsley has space. Back out to Hilliard. Hilliard the three, and she knocks it down. Sabella Hilliard shooting very well tonight.
That's always a welcome sight for you to shoot well against a tough Lambkins team.
And then a foul there on the other hand. Not what you want to see there, but as we've talked about, Wizards have hit 4 threes tonight, and it's made a big difference in their offense. Worsley with 5 assists.
Yeah, it's something we like to see is Windsor hit all four of those threes. Because Windsor normally only shoots around 4 threes a game because they're a very aggressive team. They have shot a lot more threes tonight because the Lambkins are giving them a lot of open space. But on the flip side, Windsor is also giving the Lambkins a lot of open space, although they have tightened up on defense.
Second free throw, missed there. This Hess going to drop it off to Gates. Jiracek and the Simmons waiting to come into the game for the Wizards. Gates flying right, stopped. Nearly travels, but she keeps her feet. Long pass there to Greenwald in the corner, too strong. Good rebound there by Hilliard. Hilliard, pass a little awry there. Gates fighting to get back. Hilliard gets back on defense, but Baudet is able to get the shot. This time Greenwald will bring it up for the Wizards. Over to Hess. Hess with a lot of space inside. Mid-range, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound there, taken away by Hilliard. Another long pass there. This time Greenwald's inside. Sweet move by Greenwald, and she knocks it down. Greenwald getting real crafty there down low.
That's what we like to see, is them get crafty and them hit those shots that they need to hit.
Hess also up to 5 assists. Now, deep three by Alcaraz. My goodness, what a response there. Not a shot that we've seen a lot, but she felt like she had the space, and it's stolen there. But Hilliard races back on Baudet. She's going to stop her. Spinning, completely fronted, and great defensive effort there by Sabella Hilliard to not allow that to be an easy layup. Now it's going to be Wizards basketball, and that play, all credit goes to Sabella Hilliard as Jiracek, DeSelms, and Mays come into the game for Gates, Worsley, and Greenwald. Wizards coming out with that same intensity, and their lead is still at 19 points. Here comes Mays. Mays gets a good screen there by Hess. Good drop off. And Hess high off the glass. Nice play there by Mays with the pick and roll with Hess, and it was worked to perfection.
And really, Hess is having a great game. She has
up to 9 points.
9 points, 4 steals, and 2 assists up to her teammates. So she's having an all-around, not only a good offensive game, but a good defensive game as well.
Wizards with a lot. Everybody having great assists tonight as Hess and Worsley each have 5 as they missed the free throw there. And then you got Greenwald with 3, Jiracek with 2, and Mays with 3 as well. So a lot of good passes leading to open buckets there, and it's stolen by Hess. She is so good here as she strides down the court, stops, pops, can't get it to drop. And an aggressive rebound there by Childs.
One thing we're seeing is Rayleigh Hess is not afraid to be aggressive and go and get her rebounds to make those shots.
Great pass there, pinpoint accuracy, the spin, creative play there by Rayleigh Hess, but that started with the great steal and assist from Brooklyn Jiracek. And Rayleigh Hess going on a bit of a self-run there. She's got 11 points in the game, and the Wizards lead up to 23. This is the Wizards that we've been waiting for all game.
Yeah, this is definitely the Wizards everybody anticipates to see. We see them play great defensively, go back in those transitions, get down the court in 1 to 2, maybe even 3 seconds, and then shoot, make those baskets, get those rebounds, put the points up.
And a great game tonight here by the Wizards. And, you know, we've been harping on it all game, but when they can knock down threes, that makes such a big difference in their offense. Makes it so much more dynamic. We know a lot of the girls on this team have the ability to shoot threes. They're not the most consistent, but we have nights like tonight. This is what you want to see more. There's a great balance. They're getting inside, and then they're kicking it out. You always want to start inside, work inside out, and that's exactly what they're doing tonight. Up to 52 points with plenty of time left to go in the game. This is the kind of play that we're going to have to see if they want to continue to win games and win those tougher games later in the season.
Yeah, and most definitely, you want to see the Wizards take their threes. They are not afraid to take their threes. Sabella Hilliard, Nola Greenwald, they are not afraid to shoot their threes. Even though they may not hit them every time, they are hitting between 75 and 80% of their threes, which is extremely good for this Wizards team who not often shoots threes.
Very efficient from three-point land tonight as they get a trap there, nearly stolen by Hess. Kids backed out. That's going to be a foul there as Hilliard bumped Van Dayton as she came around.
Annika Van Dayton has been the Lambkins star player of the game. She has scored most of their points. She has hit some deep threes, and she is continuing to prove tough for the Wizards.
Worsley coming into the game now for the Wizards. Here's Childs at the point. Childs is going to try working left on Hess. They're going to call a foul there on Hess. Game slowed down a considerable amount here in the third quarter. And like that, the Lambkins are in the double bonus, so Childs will go to the line for some free throws.
This is not something we want to see from the Wizards. They're already back up to 5 fouls, and they're having trouble controlling their fouling right now. They're all, once again, they've ticked that defensive meter up just to a point where it's almost hurting the team more than it's helping.
Both free throws knocked down there for the Lambkins. So here comes Mays. Over to DeSelms. There's Mays cutting through. They're going to try to find her in the corner. They do, and she's fouled on the three-point attempt. You can see that play coming for the Wizards. She got to her corner, got the shot off. They weren't able to get back in time, and they foul her.
And like I keep saying, the Wizards this game are not afraid to shoot their threes. We see it time and time again. Those corner threes, which they have to have been working on in practice, have seen a considerable increase in accuracy. And it's really helping them out right now. It's what's put them ahead in this game.
May shooting 57% from the charity stripe as she misses the first, but she is able to make that one. (53-31) is your score here with 3:19 left to go in the third quarter. And Mays goes 2 of 3 from the line. Here comes Van Dalen once again. They've struggled to get anything going here. A triple there. Air ball is Jiracek able to get the rebound. Jiracek with speed slows down. She's able to get it to Mays. Mays finds an open to Selms. She tries a corner three, nearly knocks it down. Jiracek with the rebound. There's Worsley. Worsley, the long two. What a shot there by Worsley. Right down the hatch. Such a pretty jump shot there for Worsley when she's able to connect on those mid-range. Long two there, almost a three. Definitely upped her shooting, her jump shooting game this season. And she gets a steal there, and she nearly kept it in as well. Greenwald and Gates checking back into the game for the Wizards for Hess and DeSelms.
And the Wizards, I assume this is a new strategy they've been trying out. They're doing constant substitutions. They substitute players in very often, and they give between 8 and 9 girls all a sufficient amount of playing time as they try and get these players rejuvenated and these plays made again.
And another great pass there for Mays to get to the get Greenwald, who had good speed there, cutting to the basket on the fast break. And Van Dalen with the deep three, can't get that one to go. Rebound by Jiracek, and here come the Wizards in the fast break once again. Jiracek right down the middle, tries to go up with it, and she was fouled before. Let's see if they're going to call that on the shot or before the shot. Looks like it's on the shot, and Jiracek will go to the line for 2 free throws. Jiracek in her signature free throw form, 78% on the season. She is a little short on the first. Jiracek gets the second to go. Wizards nearing 60 points here as we're under 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Van Dayton past Worsley, high floater, can't get it to go. Jiracek fighting for the rebound, and it's going to be a jump, so it will be Wizards possession. Another good hustle there, play there by Jiracek to be able to get the ball.
And right now the Wizards are kind of commanding this game. They have a 28-point lead, and they've been playing very, very well defensively. They have gotten many steals. They have even more deflection, and deflections seem to be their specialty right now on defense. And their offense is working
Gates
well.
with the great feed to Worsley, and the Wizards' offense is absolutely humming tonight.
And that's something we like to see, is our Wizards' offense finally come to life, as they do often struggle.
Coming on the trap is Mays. 3 for Baudet, and she banks it in. Baudet with the bank. Here comes Greenwald at the point. Greenwald streaking right, crosses over, inside to Worsley. Give and go. What a move there by Worsley as she puts it up and in. Gracie Worsley is on an absolute tear right now. She's got 12. 12 points, 5 assists. Very great night for Worsley here. Alcaraz had that deep triple earlier, thought about it again. That time taken away by Hilliard. Then it's taken away by Baudet. Ball all over the place right now. 3-point attempt, not going to happen. Alcaraz, Baudet. Baudet drives inside, kicks it out. Corner 3 off the top of the backboard. But she's able to get the offensive rebound is Baudet, and they're going to call a foul on Worsley. Chaotic sequence of events there for the Wizards with 38 seconds left to go in the third. Baudet misses her first free throw. Baudet is one of only 2 seniors here tonight for the Lambkins, as she's not able to knock down her second either. Hilliard to Gates. Gates going to slow things down with half a minute left to go here in the third. Good passing inside, an absolute laser there. Tic-tac-toe, and Worsley can't complete the play. Good defense, but 2 great passes there from Greenwald and then Mays to get inside to Worsley, and she'll go to the line for 2 more.
Yet again, we see Windsor continuing to draw these fouls. They've been getting good at drawing fouls, and they're also very good up into the paint until they get to the basket. And that is one of their main coaching points that I believe that could be a good coaching point that Coach Nichols continues to, I believe, work on.
Worsley shooting 54% from the free throw line as she misses both there. A good rebound there by Van Dalen, who will likely get the last shot here of the third quarter. Pass a little too high there. Great effort to keep it in, and it's going to stay Lambkin's ball. Actually, no, they're going to change it. They're going to say it's deflected. Wizards ball, 11.1 seconds. Plenty of time for the Wizards to get a good shot off here. As Nichols with both fists in the air, signaling the play that she wants ran. Greenwald by herself. Loses her balance there. Sets the screen. Worsley, the deep 3. She nearly knocks it down. Hilliard fights for the rebound. Can't quite get it. Very deep 3 there by Worsley. From our angle, looked like that was about to go in. A little bit of a disjointed play there for the Wizards, but 0.9 seconds left to go. It's going to have to be a very quick shot for the Lambkins. And instead it's a deflection by Gates. But that's the end of your third quarter. Wizards 63, Lambkins 34, and that third quarter was all Wizards. Just reviewing some of our stats tonight, we got Gracie Worsley with 12 points, 5 assists. Hess has 11 with 5 assists. Mays, no points, but 4 assists. We got Brooklyn Jiracek with 8 points, 4 assists. We have Gates with 7 points and assists. DeSalms with 4 points. Greenwald with 10 points and 3 assists. And then Hilliard with 7 points and 1 assist. So lots of good assists for the Wizards tonight. They have really been doing an excellent job of getting that ball around and not making, all these tough ones where you have to do shot creation. It's good to get the pass just to an open person and just catch and shoot.
Yeah, and having that passing game to get those good passes in to make the points easier than normal is always great. It's really what's helped out our team. Not only that, but our significance from the three-point line tonight. Windsor normally shoots around 5 or 6 threes. Tonight, they've made over 6 threes tonight, as Sabella Hilliard and Nola Greenwald are not afraid to take those threes that we not often see from this team. So that is always a welcome sight and what has really drawn this game apart.
Hess able to get the steal and the bucket as well. Hess now up to 13 points. Averaging about 15 this season, so right around her mark. And that's going to be a travel there. And the Wizards already with that starting lineup out there, forcing a lot of pressure. You know Nichols, she really wants that starting group to finish the game well. In a game where you're up a lot, like they said, always want to finish well. Gates over to Greenwald, inside to Hess. Good passing, Hess to Jiracek. Jiracek driving inside. Shot deflected there. It's going to be a foul there on the Wizards. I believe that's the 4th foul on Jiracek. Here come the Lambkins once again here. 3 there, deflected there by Greenwald, and there she is, using that speed. She got down that court in a flash. Hess with another assist there, and Greenwald has found her traction tonight in the scoring department. Gates with the great defense there. She forces Baudet in the corner. You just got to throw it up. Working on Hess. And a tough shot there, not able to get to go. Here comes Greenwald once again. Greenwald with the no-look pass to Worsley, and she connects. What a great job there by Gracie Worsley and Nola Greenwald. Nola Greenwald with the no-looker as she gets her 4th assist of the night. Another steal there. Here comes Gates. This time Gates going to slow down. Gets it inside to Hess. Hess with the one dribble. Can't get it, but she's not able to get the second either. Wizards coming out with the fire in their bellies here in this 4th quarter. We got running clock now as the lead has ballooned to 35 points for the Wizards. Childs back at the line for some more free throws. Makes the first. As Hilliard and DeSelms come into the game for Greenwald and Jiracek. Nola Greenwald definitely having her best performance since she has come back from her injury. Tonight she finishes with 12 points and 4 assists. As we have tonight, good scoring as we have 3 Wizards in double digits. Gracie Worsley, Rayleigh Hess, and Nola Greenwald. Worsley gets it inside to Hess. Hess with a good pass. DeSelm's going to have to spin around, wrap around pass to Hilliard. Hilliard slides inside, and that shot was blocked there. And after that, it was nearly stealed there by DeSelms. Look at Gates just moving her feet there. Absolutely nowhere to go for this Lambkins office. The give and go, driving inside. Childs loses the ball, and they're going to call another foul there on Worsley, as there's a slight bump. Worsley not pleased with the call there. Can't really blame her, but an interesting one. Entering the game now is the junior Taylor Minen. So on the court for the Wizards is Hess, Minen, DeSelms, Mays, and Hilliard.
And as we can see, the Wizards starting to put in their players that get a little less playing time just to experiment with those newer our player arrangements to see what works and what isn't.
Good defense there by Minen as the pass is thrown out of bounds. the Wizards will get another crack at it on the offensive end. Here's DeSelms. Gets it over to Hess. Hess back to Mays. Hilliard gets it back inside to Hess. Hess by herself. She knocks it down. Good pass there from Sabella to get it to Rayleigh. She has taken over this game. She's got 15 points. Pass nearly goes out of bounds there. And there's Hess again on Van Dayton. Van Dayton has absolutely nowhere to go. She has to pick up her dribble once again. And there's DeSelms right there on the exchange. Now DeSelms fronting her. Absolutely nowhere to go for the Lambkins, and that's a foul, a push-off. As Leah Carey comes in for Riley Hess in a great night for that starting five. Most connected we've seen them by far all season. Shooting great inside, great beyond the arc as well, which was really the biggest factor, something that we haven't seen from them this season. As some of the role players get some more starting time. As Minen crashes inside there, couldn't quite get the board. 2-on-2 there. She goes up with it, can't get it to go. Good board there by Carey. Carey wrestling with the ball. It's going to be a jump, so Wizards possession. 71-36 with 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. This will be another great win, their fourth league win of the season, and it will improve to 9-4. Last week, they were actually named the 5A girls basketball team of the week with those two great wins there, so cool achievement for them. But we all know that they're playing for that championship at the end of the season because they have a team that can definitely compete.
Yes, and their team is also relatively young, so if they could win a championship now, they have the chance to contend, as most of their team is comprised of juniors. There's only a couple of seniors, and the remaining few are filled in by sophomores, so they still have a relatively young team with time left here at Windsor High School to continue playing for our great girls basketball team.
Mays driving right inside there. She's fouled. And even though this team is inexperienced in the life department as they are young, they are not inexperienced in the playoffs. That starting five was the exact same starting five as last season, and they have been in the playoffs many years. Rayleigh Hess and Brooklyn Juracek have been in the playoffs since their freshman years, and they are now seniors. So these teams know the level of basketball it takes to get in the playoffs. We know that the girls have had a bit of a run. They made it to a few state championship games, weren't able to win any of those, and they made a nice run last year in the playoffs as well. So this year they're just looking to get over the hump once again.
Yes, as they have been our state runner-up in the past 4 years. They're looking to try and get a title finally to break that runner-up drought, and they have the level of physicality to do it. I mean, they've been playing very aggressive, and what we like to see from them.
Pass deflected there by Mays, as we're under 2 minutes now left to go in this game, but totally agree with you. They definitely have the defense to do it. The question is, can they get their offense going at the right time? And I think that they can. More good defense there. And Minen almost got the steal there. I'm going to say she knocked her in the head. It's going to be a foul. Game nearly down to 1 minute here. The inbound. You can see that level of physicality on defense just permeates through every level of this program. Wizards likely to dribble it out here as we have under a minute, and they do have the ball once again.
And Windsor has put on a very dominating performance since the start of the second quarter. They finally got the gas going at the start of the second, and they have not let up. Halftime did not break them at all, and they've just kept going this entire game. Rayleigh Hess has had the game of probably almost the season right now, as she has scored 15 points. She has 2 assists, and she has 6 steals, along paired with 7 rebounds.
Hess averaging 3 steals a game this season, so something that's certainly in her repertoire. And a great move there by number 22, Annie Agone. Up and under. She gets it to go. And that'll be your score. Wizards 75, 36. Complete second half domination there by the Wizards. They struggled a bit in the first, but they made it up for the last 3 quarters. That's the end of the first part of this doubleheader, but don't leave WWBN quite yet. It will be Rize Simmons and Will Kerr on the call as the boys, the number 5 boys in 5A, I should say, are going to take on the Lambkins, and it'll be another good matchup. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to Reg Fiegel Gymnasium as we have the second half of our doubleheader coming up here soon. The boys taking on Fort Collins as well, and Fort Collins without their two best players this game, but the Wizards will still have to play hard once again as they always do. We're going to go down for some PA announcements, and we'll be back in a few minutes to start coverage of the game.
Today, the Wizards are the Fort Collins Lambkins. Fort Collins wants to set before game Wizards champion for the next game. 39 overall, currently in 6th place in the conference at 1-2. Lambkins average 46 points a game. Windsor has won 5 straight, including conference wins over Greeley West, Fossil Ridge, and Booter. Wizards entered tonight's game at 11-3 overall, and are currently in 1st place in the Northern Conference at 3-0, averaging 63 points a game. Windsor is the 2024 Class 5A state runner-up and the number 5 ranked team in the States. This is the 9th meeting between the two teams when the teams last played in 2023. Windsor defeated Fort Collins 61-44, which leads the overall series 5-3. It's an important Northern Conference game. Today's game features the Fort Collins Lambkins and your Windsor Wizards. Number 2, Kerr. Number 11, Spirit Palmer. Senior, number 25, Henry Peterson. Senior, on his birthday, happy birthday to number 34, Peter Conway. And junior, number 42, Ryan Year. Coaches for Lambkins, Billy McGuire, Bill Rutherford, and head coach, Maggie Ball.
So here we go once again. It's the typical five you see for the Wizards. Tedesse Keyworth, Madden Smiley, Brady Kingsley, John Bachhaus, and Tallis Price. Tip-off is going to be between Madden Smiley and number 34, Finn Conway. Good atmosphere here, good crowd, even though it is very, very cold. Got a good crowd with us tonight. As we are about to start here. And the tip-off is won by Smiley as Keyworth grabs the ball there. So, here we go. Keyworth waiting as it looks like they're going to go with a bit of a zone defense. So watch the Wizards threes tonight. Keyworth inside, back out, over to Kingsley. Kingsley spinning inside. They collapse on him, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Smiley the rebound, and he's fouled. So Madden Smiley, the early one there, he's going to go to the line for some free throws. Smiley has definitely, slowly but surely, has been increasing those shooting numbers. Free throws definitely something that he's going to want to work on as he knocks down the first. So good sign there for him. He knocks down the second as well. So a good start there for the Wizards. There he goes streaking down the left there. It's Palmer into the corner for Boros. Boros driving inside, kicks it out. A lot of perimeter passing here. There's Tallis Price. Up high. Palmer, the three. Can't knock it down. Good rebound there by Tedesse Keyworth. Wizards back down the floor. The triple by Keyworth. Can't get that one to go. Here come the Lambkins. Keyworth with the tight defense there. And that is going to be a travel there on Boros. So the Wizards defense looking like they are in their full form.
We like to see that from Windsor. We like to see that good defense, that full form defense that helps them win these games.
Bachhaus down to Keyworth. Keyworth to Price in the corner, and he makes them pay. Good assist there from Tedesse Keyworth as Price knocks down the triple. Wizards with the early 5-0 lead here. Starting with that defense. Thought about the three. And he's going to give it back up. So back on the perimeter they go. This time they do get inside. A little bit of a hook shot there. Not able to get it as Kingsley gets the rebound. Streaking down the court is Kingsley. He gets it to Bachhaus, who was in the corner, but he's going to get it back out to Kingsley, and Kingsley is way too open, and he knocks it down as well. Wizards 2 of 3 from 3 early on in this one.
That's what we like to see. We like to see them to get those good passes, to get those good, easy threes, which they don't honestly shoot a lot of or make a lot of. So it's a welcome sight to see them shoot and make those threes early.
And the Lambkins definitely in some early trouble here, as when the Wizards can get hot, they all can. And whoa, a very deep three there. That time the rebound by Smiley. Here comes Smiley. He tried to get it to Kingsley once again. He couldn't that time. He nearly forces a steal there. And they're going to call a foul on him as he tripped number 25, Henry Peterson. Palmer gets it over to Boros. Boros trying to slide back Keyworth. Finds the freshman back inside. Good defense there by Smiley, but they are able to connect on the basket. Here come the Wizards in transition. Keyworth going to drop it off for Bachhaus. Thought about the three. Bachhaus over to Kingsley. Kingsley going to scoot back over to Bachhaus. He's thinking about that three. And Price, he was wide open for the three, but he elects to get it to Kingsley. Kingsley can't get that one to go, but a good rebound there by Bachhaus. Here they go, inside for Kingsley, and Kingsley somehow knocks it down What a play by Brady Kingsley to connect on that shot. Not sure how he was able to get that one down as he was sideways into the basket, but he does connect. And the Wizards continue their dominance on the offensive end. Good board there by Bachhaus once again. And the Wizards are out in transition. Kingsley to Bachhaus. Bachhaus back to Kingsley, and they left him wide open again. Wide open. You can't leave Brady Kingsley wide open. If they keep doing that, he might set a scoring record tonight.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing early is he is hitting these wide open threes, and he is hitting them. He is not even having any margin of error. They are almost clean swishes, and that is a very, very welcome sight as they take 11-point lead.
The freshman being guarded by Kingsley. Mid-range, no good there. Smiley able to get the rebound, and here he comes down the middle of the court, spins, gets to Bachhaus. So Bachhaus drives inside because they bit. What a pass by Bachhaus inside to Keyworth, and the Wizards are free flowing. Need to call a timeout there. The Wizards are on absolute fire. 15 points to start this first quarter here, 15-2 run, and it's been absolute perfection on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, they've drained almost every three they've hit. John Bachhaus with 3 assists right now. Kingsley with 2 threes and 2 field goal points in the paint. I mean, he's doing great right now. Everybody on our offense is doing great, and they're doing great on defense too. And their transitions are looking picture perfect.
Arena was getting absolutely electric there, as it was just like we said, they are playing so well offensively, and if they keep this going in this game, it is going to be a very long game for the Lambkins. They're on absolute fire. They keep running that zone defense, but Brady Kingsley is not the guy to leave open, and that's what's dangerous when you're trying to guard this Wizards team. You saw Tallis Price hit one in the corner as well. All 5 guys in that starting lineup can hit a three-pointer, so if you leave any of them open, they have the confidence to shoot it, and most of the time, they'll make it.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is they have improved on their corner shooting immensely. They have improved on their corner shooting very, very well. The corner shooting looks good, and that's where the Lambkins are leaving the most space open, and Windsor's taking every chance, and they are making use of every single chance.
Starting 5 still out there here for the Wizards. McKeskey must be very pleased with how it is going tonight. So, here's Keyworth. The Lambkins just trying to get any sort of action going here as Boros is going to go left. Gets it out, and it's stolen by Bachhaus. Bachhaus to Keyworth. Keyworth back to Bachhaus. And he's going to airball that floater there, and they're going to say it is out of bounds as Smiley had the ball while his foot was out. John surprised by that shot there as it came up way short.
And we don't see many air balls from our team very often, and it's kind of one of those things that messes you up when it happens.
Lambkins back at work here. We can just see that defense from the Wizards absolutely smothering as Keyworth gets the steal there. They almost took it away from him. They're going to call a foul there as they knew. As soon as the Wizards get going in transition, they are very, very dangerous. Keyworth with the inbound here, under 3 minutes left to go. Smiley over to Price. Price to Bachhaus. Bachhaus gets it to Kingsley. He's going to pull it. Can't get that one to go. And it went over the backboard. It didn't touch it, but they do say it is out of bounds. Interesting play there as Smiley was there to collect, but they called the whistle. Lambkins are here just looking for any types of points. They don't get it there as a high rebound there from Price. And here comes Smiley. Smiley up and in. Smiley way too strong, but they call an offensive foul. Smiley definitely beat him to the spot there, but they are going to call the offensive foul on him as Marcus Martinez is going to come into the game for Smiley. Smiley not happy with that whatsoever. But even though Smiley comes out, they bring in an even more lethal three-point shooter. That is Marcus Martinez. He's shooting 38% tonight.
And 38%, even though it may not sound like a lot, that is a large, large shooting percentage. And that is good for our team because they already have lethal three-point shooters. And adding an even more lethal could only strengthen their lead.
He's able to get that shot up. Rebound is tipped there. Going to say it's out of bounds there on the Lambkins. And now they're going to reverse the call. So they go with another opportunity here. This time they're going to work on Bachhaus. Bachhaus one-on-one by himself. Now they have Price switched onto him, and they're going to call a foul on Price. Refs feeling a lot of fouls here. So Wizards going to have to watch that early on. Sometimes, you know, you get those refs that are calling a lot of those contact plays, and when you do that, you got to be aware out there.
Yeah, and sometimes that doesn't really help. But sometimes you got to just be aware that they will call it on the slightest contact, so adjust your game plan accordingly.
Bachhaus with the steal there. Price driving inside, drops it off to Martinez. Martinez definitely has space to shoot it. He's going to just get it back to Keyworth to wrangle him up at the point here. Back to Martinez. Here's Kingsley with it. Over to Price. And they're going to say it's a travel on Kingsley. A lot of fouls here for the Wizards. Definitely slowing down that blazing start that they had to start the game.
Yes, and the fouls really are not helping, and they're trying their best to prevent it, but they still seem to be having those problems where they are either traveling or they're being a little too aggressive on defense.
Maybe Wizards can get something going in transition. Corner three, and it's knocked down there. That is number 10, Griffin Campaign. He's just a junior. So here come the Wizards again, trying not to get a foul of any sort here. As Price is going to get it to Kingsley. Kingsley driving inside, spinning. Can't get that one to go. Lambkins with a little bit of momentum here. And it's going to be a foul there on Kingsley. So Wizards with a lot of quick fouls here, not exactly what you're looking for.
That's not what you're looking for. They are playing they're playing not over-aggressive on defense, but over-aggressive at the same time. They're playing way too up close in their opponent's faces. Maybe back off a couple of inches, and that will honestly prevent those contact penalties.
Palmer does not make his first as the spark plug, Cam Smith, comes into the game for the first time for Brady Kingsley. He had a great game at Pooter, one of the best games we've seen him have in a while. He was all over the floor, and that's what he brings to this team, as he really fits so perfectly into that six-man role. He's a great asset to the team, so we'll see if Cam Smith can get things going on both sides of the ball tonight. Keyworth over to Bachhaus. Smith in the corner, gets it inside, and he nearly makes his mark early. Good pass there to Keyworth, and he'll go to the line for two. Wizards looking for some points here as they're in a bit of a drought, as that momentum that they had has come to a screeching halt. Keyworth misses his first. He has struggled from the line this season, as has the rest of the team.
That's something that's always a coaching point. That's something you could always improve on. As these free throws can end your drought, and they can help your team.
Keyworth is able to connect on the second free throw, so scores 16-6 here with 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Mo shoulder into the game for the first time. You see Martinez playing that tight defense there. Trying to work on Martinez, nothing doing. They're going to switch it. Thought about the corner three, but he's got a hand in his face. There we go. There's already Cam Smith with a deflection. There's Martinez once again. Absolutely nowhere to go here for the Lambkins. My goodness. Throws up a three. Can't get it to go. And let's see if they're going to count that shot or not. And they do. So that's the end of the first quarter. The score is 16-8. The Wizards started off blazing hot, but they slowed down quite a bit there in the second half of the first quarter.
Yeah, and not only is that aided by the fouls, but it's just the fact that they could not get back down the court because they were fouling so often, and they were sending the Lambkins to the free throw line. So that is definitely something they have to work on here in the near future to improve this game.
Totally agree with you there. And if you're the Wizards, you know, they're playing that zone early on. They've had lots of good opportunities to get some nice shots up, so you're just going to want to get back to that. Nothing really here for the Wizards to worry about early on, but, you know, Rack wants to see more intensity, more intentionality from them as they progress in this game.
Yes, we have to see that offensive intensity become what it was at the very beginning of the game. As the score is 16-8, they've only scored 1 point in the last 4 minutes.
16-8 your score here as they start the second quarter. On the floor for the Wizards is Smith, Keyworth, Smiley, Bachhaus, and Shoulder. Wizards will start on defense. Keycam Smith all up in his grill. They're going to work on Shoulder now. And there's nothing doing there. Lambkins is going to pull up. They're going to say offensive foul there, so the Wizards will get a chance here to get things going once again. Fort Collins coach not very happy with that last call there. Looks like the Lambkins have moved back into the zone. Bachhaus gets it as Smiley slows down. Cam three, the three. He can't get it, but a high rebound there by Smiley, but he can't finish. Smith with the first shot attempt of the game. And here he is back on defense. Keyworth came up very quickly. He nearly got the steal there. And here we go. Madden Smiley, he's going to get up. And he is fouled. Good steal there by Smiley. He'll go to the line for 2 more. Smiley at the line, shooting 56%. So definitely a number that he'll want to improve, as he is a guy that gets to the line a lot. He loves to finish around the rim as he knocks down his first. Definitely a number, like we said, that he'll like to improve on, as he is a slasher type.
And of course, you always want to improve on your free throws, because those are what help your team a ton, especially with a very, very aggressive Lambkins team that draws Windsor a lot of fouls.
Smiley 4 of 4 from the free throw line on the night. Nearly an errant pass there. Smith working on the freshman. It's a tough assignment for that freshman for sure. Lambkins not getting any space at all is another pass that gets him all the way past the three-point line. They're trying to drive inside. Nothing there, and it goes out of bounds. Great pressure there defensively from the Wizards. And looks like Wachowski going to take timeout here. Wizards up 18-8. Is still having gotten really things going offensively after that start that they had, but plenty of game left, plenty of time to see if they are able to get things going here.
Yes, and definitely. You want to get this game going as fast as you can, because you only have a 10-point lead with around 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. You want to be able to get that offense going so you can strengthen your lead going into halftime. And rely on your three-point shooters, and Madden Smiley is at the rim because he's doing very well tonight.
We'll see what Wachowski has schemed up coming out of this timeout. On the court for the Wizards is Kingsley, Keyworth, Smith, Bachhaus, and Smiley. There's Smith right there. Cross-court pass to Smiley. Gets high for it. Back over to Smith. Smith Gets over to Bachhaus, inside for Kingsley. Kingsley can't get that one, but Smiley gets the rebound and is able to put it back up. Matt Smiley already with 5 rebounds. He's averaging 8 rebounds. Last year, nearly averaged a double-double as he nearly got the steal there. Corner 3 from the Lambkins. No good. Rebound there by Brady Kingsley. And here come the Wizards. Kingsley kicks out to Keyworth. Keyworth back up to Smith. Smith back to Keyworth. Great ball movement here, and they're going to say it's a travel on Keyworth. When the Wizards really get going, they are very fast down the court as Martinez back into the game for Keyworth here. 20-8 your score here in this one. And it's going to bounce off of the back of number 12, Ben Larson. Looks like he slipped right there, and it'll be Wizards basketball once again. So here comes Smiley strolling across the Crimson W. Gets it inside to Bachhaus. Bachhaus to Cam Smith for another 3. Can't knock this one down. 2 open looks there for Smith, not able to connect on either of them.
And right now we're seeing that the Wizards are not afraid to shoot those threes.
Good offense there by the Lambkins. You know, the Wizards' lead is only 10 points here. Like we said, they've definitely slowed down offensively as Bachhaus nearly loses the handle. There's Smith going up, and a tough play there by Cam Smith off the feed from Bachhaus.
And that's what we like to see. We like to see them make those aggressive offensive plays.
Bachhaus with 4 assists early on here. Great all-around player. He can shoot. He can pass. He's always having to guard the biggest player on the other team, which can be a very tough task some nights. And another good play there as they answer right back. Martinez to Smiley. Smiley back to Cam Smith in that corner. Smiley's going to pull up by himself, and he knocks it down. Too much space there for Madden Smiley as the Wizards knock down their 4-3 of the game and extend the lead to 14. And when Madden Smiley finally gets going from three-point range, it'll be a special sight.
Yes, seeing as he has one of the lesser shooting three-point percentages on the team, it is always a welcome sight to see him shoot.
And the Lambkins here are able to consistently come back as Bachhaus gets to Martinez. Back to Smiley. He gets another one off that time, and they're going to call an offensive foul on the Wizards here. He's frustrated, but Madden Smiley knocks that one down as well. So with 2 down the hatch, even though one of them did not count, and look to him to be shooting some more of those, especially with the space that he's getting from this zone defense.
Yes, and it seems to be a very touchy refereeing game, which helps neither side, to be quite frankly honest. And having Madden Smiley keep shooting those threes is good for our team because they do not expect him to be our three-point shooter.
Lambkins trying to find space, stepping back. There's Cam Smith up there again. And there we go. They trap him in the corner. It's Bachhaus and Smith. Cross-court pass. Somehow he's able to get it off. Good catch there by Boros. He's trapped again. Coming inside. Bachhaus is right there, but he's able to get the layup. And Rakeski's going to call another timeout. Very frustrated there with the Wizards defensively. And, you know, I think the biggest component to the Lambkins' success so far in this game has been their patience on the offensive side.
Yes, they are not a very quick team. They are getting these big cross-court passes, and it is really exploiting the Wizards' defense. So I assume that he'll have to have a conversation with them on that they need to step up their defense a little bit.
Totally agree with that. He scores 25-16. 20 seconds left to go here in this timeout. Coming out of the timeout, Rakeski just going to ask for some more defensive pressure here. They've been a little lackadaisical on the defensive side for their standards, so we'll see what they have schemed up here as they continue here to finish out the first half.
And one thing to add is that the Wizards probably need to take just a slight more caution on the offensive side, as they have been called for a lot of tacky travels. So take a slight bit of caution on the offensive side, and you should be in good.
Looks like the Lambkins have moved out of their zone defense now. Bachhaus gets it inside to Martinez. Martinez goes up, and he is fouled. So good set play there by the Wizards. Martinez not able to knock down the shot, but he will go to the line for some free throws. Martinez shooting 50% from the line this season. Martinez misses his first. And he makes the second. Tedesca Keyworth now coming into the game for Martinez as the Wizards are up 10. Lambkins playing that patient offense they've been playing all game. They just wait till they see an opportunity for a shot that they like. But there's Smiley there getting the steal, racing down, elevating, and getting it by himself. Great play there by Madden Smiley.
And that's a great play. He wasn't all alone, but he was all alone on his team, so he just raced down the court and took the opportunity.
Corner three there is not what's going to be taken, as Smiley was able to get that rebound, his 6, kicks it out to Keyworth. Keyworth the step back, and he knocks it down. Smooth play there by Tedesca Keyworth as he knocks down his first 3 of the game, and it's also the first assist for Smiley. And here, this is what we're talking about, as you see the Wizards just working so hard defensively. Missed shot there again. Smiley now up to 7 rebounds. He's in double-double territory. This time Kingsley wide open in the corner. Cash! Brady Kingsley, 3 threes this game. And he already has 11 points. And this is how the Wizards were looking in the first part of this game. They've gone right back to it, and it all starts with that defense.
Yeah, they like to start on defense, get through those fast transitions, and then hopefully make those threes on offense. And it is working out very well for them right now.
The lead has ballooned to 18 points now as Tallis Price checks into the game for Cam Smith. So it looks like the Wizards are back to their starting 5 to close out the first half. Keyworth, Price, Bachhaus, Smiley, and Kingsley. So here is Palmer, just trying to get anything going here. He'll go to the right. He'll circle back left. He'll pull up, and he knocks down the mid-range. Too much space there for the nifty freshman. Good full court pass there from Keyworth, but Price is not able to knock down the layup. Deep 2 there for the Lambkins. They can't get it to go, and that was knocked out of bounds by the Lambkins. 1:12 left to go here. Wizards offense back in full form. It will be an exciting second half for them if they can just keep rolling like they have been in certain spurts of this game. We've seen their full potential. Lots of open threes for them tonight, but right there is Kingsley inside. He is so crafty. Yes, I was about to say he has great touch. Was he missed that one right there? Wizards had the shot that they wanted. Just couldn't quite knock it down. And the Lambkins will look to continue to cut into this lead.
Windsor definitely needs to heighten their shooting. I know their shooting has been good, but that is mainly from the three-point line. Once you get up in the paint, you probably want to try and shoot your absolute best that you can.
Another drop there in the corner, forcing an errant pass. He throws it behind the back, but that is not going to be a backcourt violation. Not sure how that's not a backcourt violation. I think the refs just missed one there. He did chuck it out of bounds, but nonetheless, the Lambkins have the ball again and another free possession. 30 seconds left to go here. Get it inside. Somehow that pass got off. He had the open 3, didn't want it, and I think they are just trying to get the last shot here of the quarter. Spending a lot of time out there on the perimeter. Can't really work inside. Trapped once again, but they do get the pass off. 5 seconds, elevating that jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound there by the Lambkins, and then rebound by John Bachhaus to end the half. So an interesting half there for the Wizards. They've had spurts where they were on fire, spurts where they've slowed down, but they go into halftime with a 16-point lead.
Yes, and that is definitely what we like to see. Although we wish to see more. We wish to see better shooting in the paint. I mean, they are almost nearly perfect from the three-point line, but up right near the basket is where they're starting to struggle. Their corner threes are some of the best that we've seen all season, and their defense is playing good, but they're playing almost too aggressive, and the fouls have not aided that at all, as the fouls have been a bit tacky this quarter.
And Smiley on a double-double watch as he has 11 points and 7 rebounds. That'll be something that he will most certainly hit. He does lead the team in rebounding this season. So that was the first half with Rize, Simmons, and Will Kerr. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes to give you coverage of the second half. Wizards 34, Lambkins 18. Welcome back to the WWBN, the Windsor Wizards Broadcasting Network, for the beginning of the second half here. Wizards up 34-18 as we approach the beginning of the third quarter. They played a very good game offensively so far. They've had some parts where they've been very, very hot shooting-wise. And they've had some parts where they've slowed down, so hopefully they're able to put the pedal in the metal and close this one out.
Yes, definitely. They need to try and get this game going right now. They have to get their offense going right now, and that'll be the key factor in this game, as well as their defense.
Price over to Smiley. Smiley driving in. The left-handed floater nearly banked it in. Not able to get that one to go there. Thought about the three. They're going to revisit that thought, and that one is no good. Smiley with the quick rebound. That's 8 for him. Gets it over to Keyworth. Keyworth completely wrapped up there. Great job by the Wizards attacking the rim. Keyworth at the line for some more free throws as he knocks down the first. And the second. So good start here for the Wizards. And here comes the Lambkins with speed. Working on Smiley. He's trapped. They have to work themselves way back out there. Working on Bachhaus, goes up with it. And they're going to say it's a foul on Bachhaus. They're on the shot. No charge there. So going to be the first foul on Bachhaus. The free throws up and in. The second free throw is off the front iron there. Bachhaus able to get the rebound. Wizards not with the bad turnover there. Thought about the three, but they got to slow it down once again. They get inside. It's stolen by Kingsley, but they're going to call another foul there.
This isn't exactly what you want to see early from this Wizard defense. These fouls are a little bit tacky, but still, you have to tone down the aggressiveness to the point where you're not getting as many or no fouls.
And that's 3 fouls now on Kingsley, and the refs are really slowing down the game for the Wizards. So here they go once again. Deep 3, and he knocks it down. The freshman feeling himself. Smiley up to Smith. Back over to Bachhaus. They're back into that zone defense. There's Price. Back over to Keyworth. Keyworth driving inside. Kicks to Bachhaus. Bachhaus sliding right. Keyworth thought about the 3. Jab steps. Smith. Bachhaus. Inside to Price, back out to Smith. The Lambkins are there. Price, what a pass there to Keyworth. Keyworth in the corner. He's a little short there. And here come the Lambkins transition. Ball ends up getting all the way out there. Bachhaus with the tough defense under the rim. And finally, looks like he stepped out of bounds on his pivot. So Wizards still only up 14 points here.
And I think that's really due to their inability to make points coming out of the half. We're almost 3 minutes into the half at this point, and the Wizards have only made 2 baskets.
Bachhaus thought about that 3, gets it inside. Can't get that one to go. And it's going to be a foul there on Talis Price, so the Wizards really racking up the fouls here in this third quarter.
And that is not something you like to see early, not only on the defensive but the offensive side, as that never, ever helps anybody, especially not your team.
The Lambkins just slowly cutting into this lead here as it's down to 14. Smiley nearly got a steal there, nearly got another steal. 2 deflections there in a row. Wizards defense still holding on very strong. Shot up and in. So the lead is down to 12 here for the Wizards.
Although one thing the Wizards are doing well is their ability to hit deflections.
And there's Cam Smith with the important triple there, assisted by Keyworth. He had 2 shots earlier. He's able to connect on the third. Hopefully this can be the start of another Wizards run. Working on Blockhouse once again. Shot is up and in. Quick answer there by number 34, Finn Conway, the birthday boy. Blockhouse to Cam Smith. Knocked down that last 3. Thought about it again. Price nearly loses the basketball there. Back to Smith. Keyworth now. Keyworth the deep 3, and he knocks it down. What a shot by Tedesse Keyworth.
That was honestly a great shot and a great pass back to him to allow that shot to open up.
Plenty of space there for Keyworth, and he has 2 threes in this one. And just like that, the Wizards with those 2 threes get their lead back up to 16. You can live and die by the 3, and we're living as Smiley gets the rebound back from Smith. Good give and go there between Cam Smith and Madden Smiley. The Wizards are going to continue to try to keep going. They're going to call a foul there on Smith. Very, very, got to be careful with the hands in this one for sure. Morgan Shoulder checking into the game now for the Wizards. On the floor for the Wizards is Smith, Blockhouse, Smiley, Shoulder, and Keyworth. Can you see Smith there using that closing speed, nearly getting the steal, playing that full court defense. And they're going to call another foul there on Smith. That's the 3rd on Cam Smith. So Marcus Martinez will come into the game. That'll send him to the line as the Lambkins are in the double bonus.
And here's and you're at the point now where you cannot start fouling, especially Cam Smith. We see that he likes to be aggressive, but it's over-aggressive. So you have to find a way to bring it back down to that foul-less aggression, because they have 5 fouls this quarter in only 5 minutes.
Lambkins cut the lead to 17. And now 16. Here comes Smiley. Over to Martinez, back inside the shoulder. Smiley there working down low in the corner. Spins. Tries to pass it inside there. There was nothing. And it is intercepted by Conway. And there's Palmer once again. Back to Boros. Inside to Conway. Conway working on Shoulder, and good defense there. And they're going to call another foul on the Wizards. This time it's on Shoulder. It seems like every single time the Wizards are down on defense, the refs are calling a foul. I'm just going to leave it at that.
You know, you could touch on a lot more, but at this point you just have to kind of leave it where it is.
Conway knocks down his first. Fouls are just keeping the Lambkins within striking distance. Wizards lead is 15. Now, going to stay at 15 as Martinez gets the rebound there. Here come the Wizards with some force here. Bachhaus over to Keyworth. Back to Smiley. Bachhaus from the Outer Banks. Can't get that one down. And there, Conway goes up with it, and they're going to call another foul on the Wizards. My goodness. No joke, I think in the last 5 or 6 possessions, every single one has been a foul on the Wizards, and there's only been one foul the entire quarter here on the Lambkins.
That's the 10th foul on the Wizards this quarter. At some point, you have to call a timeout and start talking to your team to play less aggressive, because it is killing you guys right now. They're only up 14. They could be up so many more points, but every single time they got on the court, they get a foul called on them, whether it should be a legit foul or not.
This time Conway goes 2 for 2 from the line, and the Wizards definitely need a bucket here just to breathe some life back into this gym. Keyworth gonna try to do it with another 3, and he gets that one to go. He had all the time in the world, and finally the Wizards are able to strike back. 47-31 is your score here. Wizards up 16, but man, oh man, the refs are slowing the game down.
The Wizards with their just coming off their 10th foul of the quarter. They had 7 in the first half. 17 fouls is never something you like, but partially the refs are slowing down the game, and these fouls can, or some of them could be taken away, but we'll leave it at that.
Wizards definitely just trying to do anything they can to get things going offensively, and when the game is free-flowing, they played very well, but with the amount of fouls that they have committed, it has really slowed them down. So the key to them finishing strong, commanding this lead, is just not fouling as much, and they can continue that momentum and keep it going.
Yeah, they flow very, very well, and the game keeps flowing, but when the fouls keep coming, it just kind of hard stops their momentum.
On the court for the Wizards is Bachhaus, Martinez, Smiley, Keyworth, and Shoulder. Wizards looking to close the third quarter here strong. 2:42 left to go, up 16. Game has slowed significantly, which has been sort of in the Lambkins' favor. Smiley, good pass there, but stolen by Keyworth. And this is what the Wizards want. Roaring in transition. Shoulder goes up with it. Can't get that one to go. It'll be out of bounds there on the Lambkins. Corner 3 from Martinez, overcooked. The Lambkins trying to get something done on their own, and a good block by the shorter Martinez. Wow. Elevating high there. Wizards back in transition. Smiley roaring down the lane, goes up. Can't get it to go, but he will go to the line for some more free throws. Oh, and they're actually going to call that foul on the floor before he got the shot up. And Brady Kingsley coming into the game now for Marcus Martinez. Here comes Kingsley, gets to Keyworth. Keyworth has been hot. Can't get that one down. Soaring rebound there by Shoulder. He goes up with it, can't knock it down. And then rebound there by Bachhaus, and a foul. Bachhaus with his 5th rebound of the game.
And you know, we are doing good on every side of the ball, but down near the basket. It is just killing us with the fouls right now. So I would think if I were the Wizards, I would find a way to just turn down the switch. Although it is good, they have not had a foul in the past 2 minutes.
Bachhaus with the nice baby hook there. As the Wizards get their lead, 18. Thought about the 3 there, nearly stolen. And the Wizards feeling more lively now after they score a couple of baskets. There's another one, and Bachhaus able to wrangle that one up. And this time, possession arrow is going to be towards the Lambkins.
And what's killing Windsor right now is their inability to possess the ball. Fort Collins, the Lambkins have dominated the time of possession this half.
Here they go again. He's working on Madden. Slides it under him. Nearly a good shot there. Blockhouse can collect the board. Smiley slows down. Spins. Goes up. Fade away. Knocks it down. Sweet move there by Smiley. And just like that, the Wizards finally get that lead to 20. Lambkins looking to make a bit of a run here to have any sort of chance of a comeback in this game. Deep three there. No good. And as Smiley gets another rebound there for the Wizards, his 9th. Keyworth is going to survey some more. Gets inside Blockhouse. Blockhouse drives inside. The floater can't to go. Slapped out. The spin by shoulder. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Smiley. So, my goodness. You got rebounds there by Keyworth, shoulder, and Smiley. Just like that, that gives Madden Smiley his 10th rebound of the game, and he has a double-double on the night.
See, at this point, you have to convert on your points near the basket. It is what is now limiting Windsor's effectiveness, as they have really toned down the fouls. They have not had a foul in the last 2 minutes. Now it's their inability to convert near the basket. So at some point you have to figure what is the disconnect and how do I reconnect and get us back on track.
Smiley now with 16 points and 10 rebounds. Averaging around 20 points a game this season, 8 rebounds. So a typical game here from Madden Smiley.
And we like to see those typical games from Madden Smiley where he scores, not only scores a lot, but helps his team with rebounds and assists as well.
Spinning inside, shots up and in. 4 seconds left to go for the Wizards. Here comes Keyworth. Keyworth is going to shoot it from half court, and he nearly banks it home. That is the end of the third quarter. Wizards 52, Lambkins 33. Wizards lead up to 19. And again, it's been the same story all game long. When they're not fouling, they are playing very well, and it's flowing into their offense. But when they are fouling, the game slows down a considerable amount.
Yeah, and the fouls really kill their momentum, and it puts them in a standstill. So now that the game is back to free flowing, we're seeing them get back into that rhythm that is really, really beneficial to the team.
As we said, Madden Smiley now with a double-double, but everybody contributing on the night. You know, John Blockhouse with 6 rebounds and 4 assists, only 2 points on the night, but he's been all over the place. Keyworth hitting 3 threes along with Brady Kingsley. Wizards have shot the ball pretty well from 3 this game, as they have 9 makes, and that is what we are used to seeing from them. Lukeski down there coaching his team on the sideline. He just hoping that they finish the game strong. 52-33 as we start the fourth quarter here. It'll be Kingsley, Smith, Keyworth, Price, and Martinez. So definitely an interesting and new lineup out there on the floor for the Wizards. Here's Keyworth. Keyworth crossing. It's over to Kingsley. It looks like they are trying to blitz right now. Cross-court pass there, and that's not what you want to do if you're Price. Turning the ball over right there. Fort Collins just looking to make their one final run to end this one. And that's going to be a foul there on Kingsley. Kingsley's got to watch now. He has 4 fouls. Can't afford another one.
And that is absolutely not something you can have happen. You cannot have one of your players foul out.
Keyworth with the steal, drops it off to Price. Price is blocked. Cam Smith back there with Kingsley, and they're going to call a blocking foul there. Cam Smith totally beat him to the spot, completely straight. You cannot play it any better than that right there. I'm not sure what else you want to ask from Smith. I'm completely baffled by that call. He beat him to the spot. Both feet were completely set. He hit him straight on. He knew it was coming, and they call a foul on him.
That is completely
So once again, the
ridiculous.
refs slow down the game. In the game where the Wizards are up 17, because the game has been slowed down so much, we'll say, and the free throw is knocked down. So the Wizards will have the ball again.
To be honest, there's nothing you can do about those fouls. Those are, to be completely honest, completely ridiculous and uncalled for.
And there's a foul there on the Lambkins. So many fouls tonight. This game is starting to last a very long time. Wizards trying to close out strong. Martinez in the corner. Gets it to Smiley. Smiling, driving in. He loses the ball, but it gets right back out to Bachhaus, luckily. Bachhaus to Price. Smiley thinks about it. Do not be surprised if he pulls that trigger next time. Bachhaus to Martinez. Back to Price. Price back to Bachhaus. He's got two guys flanking him, and there's the three you've been looking for. And Smiley is able to knock it down. Second three of the game. Another assist there by John Bachhaus. Steal there, and Martinez looks like he was fouled. And the Wizards now playing with a little chip on their shoulder after that blatant missed call on the other end of the court. And they are feeling a little fired up down there, and so would I.
Yeah, and being fired up, that has definitely led them to go on this run to extend their lead even more.
Martinez makes his first. Lead back up to 20 for the Wizards. And he knocks down the second as well. 3 points on the night from Martinez, all from free throws, actually. So here's Boros. Lambkins just working again. Step back three, and he knocks it down. Seems like anytime the Wizards get some traction, Lambkins find a shot to answer. Here's Smiley, thought about a three of his own. He's gonna slow down. He's prospecting. Over to Price. Back to Smiley. Smiley gonna shoot again from deep, and he knocks it down. Madden Smiley back-to-back three-point shots.
And the Wizards are on fire right now. Madden Smiley is completely turned on a switch, which has really, really kept it up for the
And
Wizards.
what a steal there from Martinez. Martinez with the layup, and he gets it to go. Wizards finding their mojo. This is the run that we have been waiting for once again. They've been playing so well this game in certain points, and here's just another one of those points where they're playing great basketball. Bachhaus to steal. Then they gonna say that they tie him up. They're gonna call a foul there. The Wizards look to extend their lead.
And you know, we've really seen the Wizards come alive after that missed call. That has really put the chip on their shoulder, and that has really fired them up.
Keyworth to Bachhaus, back to Keyworth. Watch Madden Smiley here. The alley-oop! And they nearly had it. Oh my goodness. I thought that they had it. Absolutely out of nowhere. Smiley tried hanging on the rim to knock that one back in. Refs are conferring here. And they're going to call a technical foul because he hung on the rim a little too long. Not surprised by some of these other calls that they're going to call this one a technical as well.
Yeah.
That's his fourth. So the technical free throw is going to be shot by Spiro Palmer.
And you really don't want to see your players foul out. I mean, some of these fouls have been completely ridiculous today. the Wizards have anywhere between 17 and 20 fouls, which not even half of those should be real fouls if we're being completely honest. But anyways, the Lambkins have only fouled around 5 times this game. So to a point, you say to your players that you have to tone down the aggressiveness, and you have to watch yourself during these tight and tacky games.
Palmer going 1 of 2 from the line there. 5:14 left to go. Wizards lead is 22. And here comes Smiley again. And I believe he's going to get his dunk in this time, except he's just going to settle for the and one instead. Madden Smiley is completely dominated offensively in this game. He is now up to 24 points.
He is definitely our player of the game, and he has really come alive here in the second half.
Smiley's free throw attempt is no good. So the lead will stay at 24 for the Wizards. Now, Keyworth gets a steal. He's going to get it up to Bachhaus. Bachhaus over to Keyworth. Keyworth down low. Going to back him up. Gets it to Price. It looked like it just slipped out of his hand there on the way up. Approaching the halfway point in this fourth quarter here. Lambkins haven't really gone on that run that they've needed to in order to win this game, as Martinez loses the rebound battle there. Smiley gets another rebound, and here it comes roaring down the court again. This time it's Martinez to Keyworth, slips out of his hands, but he's able to regain the ball. Bachhaus over to Martinez. Martinez to Price in the corner, inside to Smiley. Smiley to Keyworth, and that is beautiful basketball right there. All 5 guys touched the ball, ended in a very easy shot there from Keyworth. 2 assists for Smiley. Now there they go, driving on Keyworth. Nearly another steal there. Wizards just getting all up in those passing lanes. Corner 2, as his feet were on the line, and it is rebounded there by Keyworth. Keyworth, a very good rebounder for his size. And that is one is up and in by Martinez. So as we see, as soon as the Wizards get into transition, that's exactly where they want to be. They're a very quick team.
And they're one of the better teams on transition, which is like what we like to see.
Good 3-point attempt there from the Lambkins. Guess he has kept this group out there for a while now. Smiley thought about the heat check. Cross-court pass there by Price, and he nearly turns it over again. Martinez driving baseline. He's trapped. Gets it to Keyworth. Keyworth inside, and he gets it to go. Keyworth now racking up the points here, as he now has 18. So he's having quite the night himself scoring. He has those 3 threes. Pass going to go off the foot there, and it'll be Wizards basketball. Wizards lead has finally gotten up to 70 points, so 70-43 is your score here. Into the game now for the Wizards is Bachhaus, Keyworth, Smiley, Kingsley, and Martinez. I definitely think this feels like a night where the Wizards, if not for all of their fouls, they certainly could have gotten to the mid-90s offensively. Every time they get into transition, good things are happening for them.
Yes, and when the game flows freely, we are seeing them at their absolute best. So the fouls, you could say, have been absolutely influential to this team.
Martinez nearly gets the rebound there, try to get the chase down block, and doesn't get it to go. Kingsley bringing it up the court now for the Wizards. Keyworth to Martinez, back to Bachhaus. Inside to Smiley. Smiley up and in. Twirling and whirling is Madden Smiley, and they cannot stop him. Bachhaus now with 7 assists on the night. They thought about the 3 there. And now they are going to attempt it, and another rebound there by Keyworth. That's 4 now for him. Keyworth slowing things down as we get under 2 minutes. And if I was the Wizards right now, I would just get to Smiley, man. So many good things are happening for him. Martinez Simmons with it at the top there. He's going to get it over to Smiley. Smiley to Kingsley. Kingsley to Bachhaus. Bachhaus the three, and he knocks it down. John B. from the Outer Banks. His first three of the game. And just like that, we're going to get some subs. Wizards lead finally gets to 30 points, 75-45. As the reserves come in from the Wizards, we got Kyler Urick, Mo Shoulder, number 10 Cam Bellman, and number 23 out there for the Wizards. That is Brandon Anderson. And another foul there. This time will be on the Lambkins. So the Wizards finally were able to get that lead back up where it should have been. Madden Smiley absolutely exploded tonight. Had 26 points and 10 rebounds, multiple steals, 2 assists. There's a 3 there for the Wizards, not able to go. And it's going to be a travel there. You know, just a very strange game tonight for the Wizards. Their offense was very efficient at points and not so efficient at other points. But if they get a game where they play that efficient, good passing offense like they have for most of the season, man, they are really hard to stop with all their shooting threats.
Yeah, I mean, the fouls really slowed the game down today. Even though their lead is 30 points, they had a very, very slow game.
30 seconds left to go here in this one. As the Lambkins just drive in looking to get some here, and it will be another foul. As the Lambkins are back to the line in the double bonus. Band assisting to make him miss that first free throw. And he misses the second as well. "15 seconds left to go here for the Wizards. They're just going to pass this one out. Your final score from Reg. As they do get a steal, they go down and it's blocked by Urick. Shot. And that'll be the end of the game. 75-45 is your final score from Reg Fiegel Gymnasium. An incredible night for Madden Smiley as he finished with 26 points and 11 rebounds. A fantastic double there. But the Wizards shot electric from 3. You have 3 threes from Keyworth, 3 from Smiley, 3 from Kingsley, and then 1 from Price, 1 from Bachhaus, and 1 from Cam Smith as well. This was Rize Simmons and Will Kerr on the call. We'll see you next week on the Windsor Wizards Broadcasting Network.